This happened to me back in early 2018. I was a freshman in college and had matched with a lady that was quite different from all the others. I could tell something was off about her profile, especially since her photos didn't match the quality. Anyways, being an open-minded guy that I am, I swiped right on her and almost immediately matched with her. Next thing I know, she sends me a message that read, "Hey." We talked for a few minutes after that, and, long story short, I came to the realization that this girl was in fact not a girl, and neither was she real. She didn't have a Snapchat, or an Instagram, or Facebook, but she wanted to hang out soon. I didn't fall for any of that. If you're a girl in the 21st century without a Snapchat, I am not hanging out with you. Anyways, I am quite impulsive and can get aggressive if provoked, so I cussed her out, telling her that I know she isn't a female, eventually calling out this creep that was behind this fake Tinder account. I sent them messages such as, "I know you're a guy trying to catfish me," and yada yada yada. I end up reporting the account to then eventually unmatching her. But before I do so, the girl said,
"I'll see you later."
Enter my name. The next day, something very unsettling happened. I get a message on Facebook from an old man, probably in his 50s or so, and the message read,
"Hey."
I literally felt incredibly disgusted for myself, for even wasting my time with a Tinder profile that I knew could potentially be fake. Keep in mind, too, that I'm actually very easy to find on Facebook. If you put in my name and hometown, since I have a long name and also had the same profile picture on my Tinder profile. Unfortunately, it doesn't end here, however. As I mentioned earlier, my name is quite long and unusual. I even looked up my full name on Google, and the first thing that pops up is my home address. So later that night, I noticed something very creepy that sent literal chills down my spine. An old Chevrolet truck had parked right in front of my house with what appeared to be an old man looking into my house. The lights were off in my house, and my neighborhood is also very solitary. Very rarely do I see cars just chilling there or even just drive by. It is also very dark at night, as there is only the light from the light bulbs from the other houses that illuminate the street. The truck was parked there for half an hour or so, and I didn't leave my room. I decided to stay there in the dark, looking straight at the old fart in the dark. I don't know if he could see me or not, but I stayed there until he left. As you can imagine, the following days were filled with a hell of a lot of hypervigilance and anxiety. Anyways, some of you may think that this was all pure coincidence, that this all happened, but I don't think it is. I think there are some pretty weird people out there, and would do something like this. Now, I don't use my real name on dating sites. So this didn't happen to me, but a friend of a friend. She told me that her friend had met a guy on Tinder from another city whom she had been texting for quite a while. They had planned to meet up at her apartment one night, and the whole time he was there, she got a really weird and creepy vibe from him. He would make morbid jokes and tease and flirt with her in a super creepy way, like telling her he loved her chest, but they would be much bigger and therefore hotter if she was 200 pounds heavier. When it was time to go, he seemed reluctant to leave and asked if he could stay, but she refused, so he finally left. Half an hour later, he was back at her front door, asking if he could spend the night at her place because he had missed his train, and she reluctantly agreed to let him sleep on the couch for the night. But when she went to bed, she made sure to lock her bedroom door. At some point in the night, she started to hear strange sounds and him creeping through her apartment. A few moments later, he was knocking on her door, saying he needed help with something, but her gut feeling told her not to open that door, so she stayed put. When morning came, she cautiously left her room and looked through her apartment. Thankfully, he was gone, but she discovered that her bathroom was entirely covered from floor to ceiling in tinfoil.